I think Israel, number one, has quickly recovered from what we would call, quote unquote, their security lapse, their intelligence lapse. Israel has one goal in mind from my view. They want to go in and make sure they make Gaza inhabitable for groups like Hamas. I think Israel has vowed never to allow such people to live in proximity to them and operate freely ever again. So their ground offensive and what they have been trying to do from the latest reports we've been watching is that they are trying to, number one, go and create and remove any place Hamas could call a stronghold, any bastion of refuge for the Hamas people.
How would you respond to some humanitarian agencies that have suggested, for example, that Israel is already committing war crimes against the Palestinian people?
I understand their dilemma. How do they selectively weed out Hamas from the Palestinian population? How do you flush them out? Because they have hidden among this population and they've been firing rockets at them day after day. So Israel as a nation state, there's something in international relations we call realism. It is a theory that states that countries will act in their best interest at all times, sometimes even superseding international humanitarian law. Because now Israel wants to secure its borders, it's dealing with its security. And unfortunately, some of these buildings have civilians who also reside there. So I will call the civilians collateral damage in the sense that they've been caught between a war between Hamas, a group that has been in their leadership for the past 15, 16 years, and Israel. Israel in the past 5 to 10 years has been on a trajectory of trying to mend peace in the Middle East, trying to have peace with its neighbors. As sticky a thorn as the Palestinian-Israeli issue is, at least you see the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, had started normalizing and recognizing Israel. There were very advanced talks between Israel and Saudi Arabia being mediated by the US about how to normalize this.
You talked about the issue of Arab nations looking or trying to maybe use a softer diplomacy to engage Israel. But looking at what's been going on in the last couple of days, it looks like that everything that was looking in the positive direction is no longer sustainable.
If Israel and Saudi Arabia had made peace and normalized their relationships, the security architecture of the Middle East would have changed. And who would have been the biggest loser? Iran would have been the biggest loser in the Middle East. Even though they may not have participated directly, they are very happy that now Israel will not be able to make peace with other Arab nations.
To your point, the West is also telling Israel that, we are 100% behind you.
To the Western world, what appalls them and what shocks them are these images of these Hamas militants, militias, Hamas militia crossing and indiscriminately coming to kill, breaking down the border and opening gates and shooting people in their cars. That is riling them. That is what is for them, making them see that in this case, in this instance, Israel is the victim. But having said that, more to your point, yes, the world is torn between. The Palestinians have people who are supporting their cause. The Israelis have people who are supporting their cause. And so the world is torn and the world is divided as to how to approach this issue.